Hello everyone and a happy new year to all of you. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another day where I will finally share a tutorial with you again. Honestly, I do not know how active I will be, but I will try, and even if I just upload a tutorial like once a month, once every 2 months, I'm still very glad to see you here and hope you will support me on my journey this year as well. Today I'm back with Neuvillete from Genshin Impact, and I really hope you will enjoy this tutorial and learn something useful, as it personally will be the biggest challenge for me so far. I struggled a lot with the wig, I think the makeup is pretty difficult too, and I just really hope it will work out and that I can help you with my knowledge in some way. Let's get started! I start off by using tape and put on my wig head and my lenses beforehand. I use this tape I bought in Japan and cut it in the piece I need. First, I test out where I should apply it to raise my eyebrow the right amount, to basically get rid of my hooded eyes that are, in my opinion, kinda when doing makeup. I also apply some on my cheekbone to make my jawline look sharper. Also, when I'm looking down, it makes less wrinkles on my face.
Get kick.
I then start Make sure you don't apply too thickly, as it will take its time to dry and otherwise make your makeup rather look greasy. Afterwards, let it dry before we continue with the next step, which in this case is a green concealer. This helps to get rid of any redness on your face, so I apply it under my eyes, just wherever I have some red spots. You could also use it to cover small blemishes. In general, color correction can do a lot for your makeup looks, especially when you're wearing cool toned wigs, for example, so I definitely recommend you look that up. Afterwards, I use this high covering foundation. As it is almost empty, I decided to open the lid and use a brush that formerly was a concealer one to get out the rest of the foundation without wasting anything. I also apply this all over my face, as it will look weird since it's pretty high covering, but if you're rather a person who likes a natural look better, you can also just use foundation wherever it is kinda needed to, for example, cover some eye bags or any unwanted shadows or blemishes that might bother you. Next up is my actual concealer. It is a little lighter than my usual foundation, and I once again apply it under my eyes and wherever I want to kinda highlight my face to look brighter or fresh. At last I finished the makeup base off with some powder, because I prefer the look. I then take this contouring palette to use it as a eyeshadow base shade. That is because I couldn't find any as cool tone shades in Germany that are eyeshadow, so I simply used this one I bought in Japan. I applied on the upper eyelid from the middle towards the outer edge and also on my lower eyelid.
Get kick.
If you have hooded eyelids like myself, make sure to extend it a little outside of your usual eyelid. That prevents the eyeshadow from being swallowed by it. Here I also use the opportunity to shade my nose already. I then take a blue eyeshadow to fake that blue eyeliner Neuvillette has. It also serves as a marker for my eyeliner later, because through that I can already create the shape I would want. Since Neuvillette's blue eyeliner is only visible below his actual black eyeliner, I only apply it from the outer corner outwards and do not put it over my actual eyelid. The next step is the already teased eyeliner. As I already said before, I put it all over my eyelid and then extend it in the shape of the blue eyeshadow. I then trace the line backwards to connect the wing in a straight line. And afterwards make it as clean and straight as possible. Once I extended the wing on one side of my eye, I also extended at my inner corner, simply because I feel that the look looks more balanced if the eye optically gets wider in both directions.
Get kick.
I then fixed the blue eyeshadow up a little as it got basically overshadowed by the black, and I still wanted to be visible. Afterwards I take a black kohl liner and fill in my upper waterline. Don't worry if you can't do that, just leave it be. Don't hurt yourself. For me it was an issue, but I know some people who might not be able to. Also I put it in the middle to inner corner of my lower waterline, but don't apply it all over. It is time to add some shading, therefore I take this dark brown. I then draw a line similar to Neuvillette's along my eye socket. It only reaches from my nose towards the middle. This will also, in best case, create somewhat of a cut crease. The next will be a little tricky to explain. With this eyeliner, I draw a straight line along my waterline, but like under it, you know? For me it is visible when I leave my eyes relaxed. There is like that short shade where my eye kinda goes in a little. So I put a straight line until the point where my eye is curving. I then stop and continue at the outer corner, again where my eye is not curving as much anymore. And there as well, follow the shape of my waterline. If you see this, please don't use your eyeliner like that. I'm only doing that because it's almost empty and I had some trouble getting color out. With the same eyeliner I also traced the cut crease we did earlier. Now I take a black pen liner to draw on fake eyelashes. I used the liner of the brown eyeliner as an orientation for that. So simply draw your eyelashes as if they would be starting at that brown line, not your actual eye. A little tip here, always make them curve outwards towards your cheekbone. The recording stopped here, I seriously want to cry. I'll try to explain what's missing, much lucky. So with the darker brown eyeshadow, I filled in the area where we left the space with the eyeliner for. I also shaded my upper eyelid from the outer corner to the middle. Afterwards I take this rosy shade and added it under my eye, so because it adds some depth, this step is pretty much optional if it doesn't work for you. Afterwards it's time to highlight. This base shade to accentuate the cut crease. And also make it look even more cut. Then I also highlight over the part where we applied the brown eyeshadow.
Get kick.
Once again, the middle is left out. Make sure to blend it well on the top lid. Next we add some glitter. I just felt like it would fit Neuvillete so well. So I put some glitter where we applied the beige eyeshadow before. And then to the actual glitter liner, I put it at my inner corner to add even more reflection. And drew a thin line under the brown part of the cut crease. This increases the contrast and makes the look even more sharp. Simply applied my mascara. With this gray I'm filling in my eyebrows according to the shape they make. If you have thinner eyebrows than me, make them match character. I always extend them a little triangle shape towards my nose. This extends the shape and makes it look a little smaller. Drink something before doing your lip makeup, stay hydrated. Onto the lips, I fill them in completely with a light brown shade. I think that looks more natural than just applying your makeup all over your lips. Like, usually they are darker than your skin. With this dark brown, I'm shading my upper lip as shown in the video, and then extend my mouth corners outwards. I also shade the inner part of my lip. With the contouring palette I used for my eyeshadow before, I am now actually shading my face. Make sure to look up your face shape and try out what suits best for you. Each face is individually different, and just because this shading works for me, it has to work for you as well.
Kick.
I added a little shade above my cupid's bow to make my lips pop. always say where there's shadow, there's light. It's time for some highlighter. I usually highlight the tip and the top of my nose, also the cupid's bow above my lip and a little below it, and my cheekbones. Optionally, I also sometimes put some under my eyebrows. And that's it, here's the finished look.